the first recipe we're going to make is a turkey meatball pizza submarine, okay, or sub. And we're going to serve that with a parmesan and green salad and balsamic vinaigrette. So wash your basil, wash your tomatoes. What you're going to do, you're going to remove the stems here, break it up, and then you're going to roll the basil leaves into a little cigar, like so. And we're going to cut the basil into chiffonade. So when you have your cylinder, you're going to use the index finger, and I'm going to use the claw position, and I'm going to slice it like that. And then when it's sliced, it's going to be like a julienne. I'm just going to cut it in half in the middle. Okay, and now that's how I'm going to chop my basil. For the tomatoes, since we're here, I'm going to cut them in half. That will be for later too. Okay, so just cut them in half lengthwise. If you want, you can cut crosswise too. It's up to you. It doesn't really make a difference. So if it was crosswise, it would be this way. So you can do either ones. Okay, so those are heirloom cherry tomatoes. They're very tasty. If you have a big one, you can cut it in 4 and like that. Good. And that will go back into my little rubber can here. So now we're going to get started with the meatballs. So you're going to grab a big bowl. So the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to mix some of the ingredients. You're going to need the breadcrumb. Okay. You're going to need the spice mix. Okay. And we're going to get the beef, the turkey, sorry. So the turkey, you need to open it. You need to open the turkey and you need to drain it. So when you're ready, you're going to put your turkey in there. There we go. And you're going to add half of the parmesan. So not all the parmesan, only half. Okay, good. Because you want the half for later. And you're going to start mixing this. So you're going to add a little bit of pepper. And then we're going to get a little bit of water in a bowl. And you want to have a baking sheet. I'm using a baking sheet here, but you can use a plate, okay? Doesn't matter. There we go, perfect. So, in order to do the meatballs, the first thing we're going to do, we need to mix the spices. Okay, so you want to incorporate this. And you want to break it up to make sure the spices and everything goes everywhere. You don't want to have the spices just on the outside. You really want to have it on the inside too, okay? So you're going to divide your meat in 2. So I'm putting a little bit of water on my hand to make sure it doesn't stick. So each one I'm going to divide it in 2, and then each 2 I'm going to divide it in 2 again. Okay, that way you're going to have 8 parts. And then I'm making my bowl. That way they're going to be nice and round. Okay, so do that. Good. There you go. Okay, so I have my burner here. Okay. I'm going to start on low for now. There we go, medium low. And I'm going to add some olive oil. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. Okay. We're going to put that in. Okay. And I'm using a fork and a spoon because if you use a tongue, for instance, it's going to break your meatball. Okay, so you don't want to use a tongue. You want to use a fork and a spoon. That's it. Okay, and then you're going to be working like this, and you're going to be flipping them. Okay. Okay, so we're going to saute them. So you want to make sure they're not sticking. Okay, you want to make sure you'll be able to move them around. Okay, yeah, very good. And this is the color you want. You see, this is a nice meatball here. So the coloration is nice. Okay, so that's what you want. Okay, it's something to be nice. Okay, so I'm going to add my garlic, all of it. Good. And I'm going to put my flakes. And I'm going to get a little bit of wine. Or you can use white wine or you can use water. It's up to you. Okay? So I'm going to put quarter cup. Ready? Okay. So here I have the tomato sauce. So then you're going to leave your pot cooking on low heat and you're going to cover. So next you're going to turn your oven on and you're going to put your oven on broil with a rack in the middle. And you're going to cut the bun in half. Okay, so you don't want to cut here, you want to cut on the side. There we go. And then this way. You can need 2 tablespoons of butter and you want to microwave it a little bit to make it soft. You see how soft it is? So now I'm going to get a little bit of tomato sauce. Okay, so in a clean ramekin I'm going to get maybe 2 tablespoons or 1.5 tablespoons of tomato sauce. Then I'm going to add my butter. Okay, so my butter is here. I'm going to add my butter in the sauce here. And I'm going to mix. And then I'm going to take my bread and I'm going to put this on the bread. Okay. And I'm going to spread it. Okay, spread it up. So then you're going to put the bread under the broiler and you're going to watch it because it might brown very quickly. Okay, so take the tray and put it in the oven. Okay, so it's pretty crispy, which is nice. Okay, so that's one. Don't worry about the brown here, it's fine, it's going to have extra flavor. Okay, meanwhile, you're going to get a meat thermometer and you're going to check the temperature of your meatballs. So you want the temperature of the meatballs to reach 165 minimum and over, okay? So you just go like this. And you should go 180, sorry, this is over 180. So, we're gonna get ready with the salad. Okay, so we have the salad. We have the cherry tomatoes. This one is not nice. We have the red onions, the basil, and the dressing. So we're gonna get a big bowl, and I'm going to add everything here except the onions. So here I'm going to add the basil, the rest of the basil. Then I'm going to add the dressing. There we go. And the onions, I'm going to cut the onions a little bit. I found them too big, okay? So I'm going to chop them quickly. Now, the recipe is just a blueprint, right? So you can add other things. If you want to add something, it's fine, okay? So I didn't have sunflower seeds for about a week, so I'm going to put a little bit of sunflower seeds, okay? Why I want that? Because I want to add an extra layer of crunch, okay? So you don't have to, so leave it as it is or add something you like. So I'm going to start mixing. Good. So we're going to be plating now. Okay, so I'm going to make a nice sandwich here. So I'm just going to put the meatball for now on my sandwich. Then I'm going to add a bit of sauce. So the sauce, just take some and gently, don't put too much sauce. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And then the rest of, I'm going to put some Parmesan in my salad too. Okay. Mix it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salad on my board with my plating here. And then with a tongue, I'm just going to get a bit of salad. There we go. A bit of tomatoes. Make it healthy, make it sexy, have fun. And then we're going to cover with a lid. Actually like that, I like it like that. Then clean up a little bit your board. Okay, there we go. And here I have my turkey meatball pizza sub with a little salad. Bon appétit!